Oh shit, is this working? I think I actually got this working. First try. That's... Go me. I hope. Assuming the audio's picking up. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just talking to myself, but... I mean... That's something. The camera's working. So... We're halfway there, I mean. Then... Yeah, okay. Bit of a delay. But I mean, it's working. And working's good. That's better than I thought it would go. I thought it would be me struggling for like too long. Well, yeah, okay. I'm trying to switch to alternative methods. See, the problem is it's no secret, I am terrible at releasing at a regular schedule. In my defense, I do work a lot, and the times I'd like to film and edit are taken up by other things. So, but yeah, so I'm trying to switch to this. I'm only on YouTube for now. This is going to be a bit more freeform, obviously. But I mean, it's an attempt at trying to branch out. And I mean, I do this because it's fun, so if this is fun, then I'll keep doing it. Hopefully. Hopefully I have time. I fear I might have the same problem with this as I do, you know, actually filming. Anyways, yeah, life is fine. Hope y'all are doing all right. Probably should have come up with a plan, honestly. Hindsight, this kind of content kind of requires you to go in with a plan. Yeah, because obviously you can't just show up and do nothing. But I can ramble. I'm good at rambling. I talk to myself all the time. In fact, I'm pretty damn good at it. I'm one of the few people who enjoy talking to myself. Or not talking with oneself, talking to me specifically. I'm one of the few people who enjoy talking to me specifically. Yeah, I am in recovery, not because I was sick, but because I just literally like an hour ago finished a book series that I have been working on for, 6 months now? Maybe longer? Probably 6 months. It's called the Lightbringer series. Actually, I got the last book here. It's called the Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks. Brent Weeks. And it is the 5th book in the series. 5th and last. And it is pretty thick. And every other book in the series is just as thick. But it's a good series. I like it. It's got a very interesting Magic System. I was recommended it by someone, and they've been loaning me their copies, and yeah, it is really good. I didn't expect to take that much, but it is like, yeah. So the Magic System is based on color, um, and so there are. I'm just gonna be simple with it. There are 7 colors: sub-red, which is like infrared, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then ultraviolet. I held up 8 fingers there, I think. And so each color obviously does something else. So infrared sets things on fire. Who would have guessed? Red is like a combustible. Um, Orange is like slippery, like oil, I guess you'd say. Um, I mean, it can do other stuff, but like that's how I think of it. Um, and yellow, which is apparently the hardest to become a master of because of reasons that it talks about in the book. Um, it's like 90% of the time, it's a liquid, like 90% of the time. But if you're really good at it, you can make a make it solid, and it is like indestructible when it's solid. Like it is pretty great. Then, or no, I'm going backwards. Okay, then green is kind of like rubbery, so it bends a little. Um, that's my favorite, as you can tell. I mean, not in this lighting be. I like green. Green is, pretty cool. And then I like green. Blue is like like crystal, like quartz or glass. Pretty good for giving things structure if you're not like good with yellow, because up until this point everything's been pretty much like green has structure, but it's bendy, so it's not a very good structure. Blue is typically used for like real structure, and then sorry, getting distracted apparently. What was I at? Blue. Okay, and then finally ultraviolet is like they call it spider silk because it's like it's invisible, obviously, and it's got like some solid structure, but like not really, and it like yeah, it's invisible. You can do some pretty cool stuff with it. See it unless you can use it, and like there's different so it's like if you have magic, it's not like you can use all the colors. I mean, some people can. They're the very, very small percentage though. um but there's like a very small, most of the people who can use magic, because there's some people who can only use one color. um they're called chromatics, monochromatic. People who can use two, they're bichromatic, and then people who can use 3 or more, polychromatic, and they're very rare, like very rare. And so these, obviously it's a civilization based around color, right? And so you get these people who are like, they're worth a lot. Anyone who could do magic could be worth a lot, which was actually kind of my problem with Merlin. I'm getting a side tangent. I'll circle back to that later because Merlin, good series. But either way, what was I saying? I'm losing it, apparently. Really good series. I'm just going to say that. Really good series. Fun read. And oh my goodness, the plot twists in it. The plot twists were great, incredible, awesome. Like they're the type of plot twists you read that are like, wow, I should have seen that coming, but I didn't, and the fact that I didn't is impressive. And even the ones that like, there's literally no way you could have guessed that like it was the case. Like even those plot twists, they still were like really good. Like they didn't just like feel like, yeah, okay, you're just throwing something I don't know at me. No, these were like really good plot twists. Um, yeah. So I want to talk about the Merlin TV show. Really good. So stars Colin something. And he plays young Merlin, young King Arthur, or Prince Arthur for his most of the series, a prince, and like kind of just like a bunch of magical stuff. But like in the series, the TV series Merlin, Camelot has outlawed magic, which is like, yeah, okay. But everywhere else, it's like legal, I guess, which is like, I guess like on a personal level, it makes sense to outlaw magic because that is like, it basically the whole series shows magic. But at the same time, it's like if you're a kingdom and you've got enemies on three sides, not having magic puts you at a severe disadvantage. Because it's like if you're laying siege to a city, the ability to blast a fireball at the front gate, kind of useful. And so other enemy kingdoms are going to use that. But if you've outlawed magic, you have no defense against that. How do you defend against a literal fireball? It all works out kind of in the series, but it was definitely like a pet peeve of mine. Like I understand it, but it was a bit of a pet peeve. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's been my main thing. Just been working a lot, reading, and I mean, I work 12-hour shifts, so when I work, I work. There's no such thing as a short day. But yeah, I feel like I should be like actually kind of doing something, instead of just talking. I'm making faces right now, but that's just for my own entertainment more than anything. Oh, wait, no, I built a PC, right. Which has been occupying a lot of my time, not the building it, but the playing the PC. Because I bought Helldivers 2. And unfortunately for me, that's a really, really, really addicting game. Like I spent all my time on it. If I'm not at work and I'm not reading, I'm playing Helldivers. And most of the time, I'm just playing Helldivers. I'm slowly working my way away from it, though. But it honestly seems like I just built a PC solely to play Helldivers. And I don't know if you've ever built a PC before. It's not a cheap endeavor. So, but yeah, I've been playing Helldivers. I've been wanting to play Resident Evil 4 remake. I bought that because I'm a big fan of Resident Evil. The Resident Evil series rocks. I haven't played the 9th one yet. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll do like a Twitch stream where I play. At the very least, I know my friend would watch it because she streams, I stream, or she streams, I watch, so it makes sense that if she's available, if I stream, she'll watch. It'll be fun. I have a Leon Kennedy cosplay that I did actually this past year that I'd probably dress up as just for the fun of it, while playing it. I like, yeah. And then one of these days I'm gonna have to fork out the dough for Resident Evil 9. But new games are so expensive. Holy cow. It's like, yeah, holy cow. Really expensive. Because like a new game in Canadian dollars, which to you Americans out there is like, 3 bananas. In Canadian dollars, it's before tax $90, which after tax is basically $100. You're spending over $100 on a game, which if you don't like the game is quite the gambit. Granted, now that I have a PC, I'm using Steam, and Steam is awesome with its refund policy. Ooh, I also got Dino Crisis, both 1 and 2. And I want to play those because I'm a freaking maniac for dinosaurs. Been on a real dinosaur spree lately, actually. Whenever I'm driving to work, I've been listening to the Jurassic Park audiobook. I've read the book, but I just wanted to basically reread it, but not actually read it. And the dinosaur kick I'm on, hyperfixation, it really is more, wasn't started by the Jurassic Park novel. It's a symptom of it. Or no, the Jurassic Park novel is a symptom of the spree. Whatever, you know what I mean. And yeah, I've just been like thinking about dinosaurs a lot. Nobody asked, but favorite dinosaur? Carnotaurus. With the horns. Anyone ever? It's a pretty popular movie. I think I was. I feel like it would have been. It was called Dinosaur, very original title, and it's followed the adventures of an iguanodon and some lemurs. Are they lemurs? Lemurs have tails. I guess they are just monkeys, which no, they're not monkeys because monkeys have tails. They're apes, I guess, or an ape-like creature. Not quite an ape, but not quite a. Anyways, yeah, and it like follows that because it follows like the days after an asteroid, not the asteroid. If it was the asteroid, it would be a very depressing story. And the main villain of that movie is a Carnotaurus. And like the Carnotaurus in that is a terrifying creature. Like honestly, more terrifying than the T-Rex or the Velociraptor from the Jurassic Park movie. Because, well, first of all, they upscaled it a lot. Like it's a massive creature in the movie, which is like not true to life, I know, but like if we're going true to life, then the Velociraptors aren't that big and have feathers. But anyways, yeah, an iguanodon with some apes, and they are surviving the days after an asteroid, which, realistically doesn't actually play that much in the plot. I mean, I guess there's a throwaway line that the fireball, as the dinosaurs call it, drove the Carnotaurs away from there. So they started hunting the herd of dinosaurs that the iguanodon and the monkeys, apes, whatever, team up with. Yeah. Been asking people a lot of their favorite dinosaurs. Stegosaurus is a very popular answer. And you know what? I can respect that. Stegosaurus is pretty awesome. Small brain cavity, the Thagomizer, which I'm sure everyone knows that fun fact by now, but still, just it's funny. The Thagomizer. Because if you don't know, it came from a newspaper comic, I believe. was like a bunch of cavemen. It's like they're sitting in a conference, and this one guy goes, "This is the Thagomizer," and he's pointing to a picture of the Stegosaurus tail with the spikes. And he's like, and it was named after its discoverer Thag or something like that. Yeah, but I had someone answer T-Rex, and you know what? I'm not saying the T-Rex is a bad dinosaur to have as your favorite dinosaur. I'm just saying that, like, you're very clearly saying that because of Jurassic Park. And again, Jurassic Park, great movie. I love that movie. But whenever someone answers that T-Rex is their favorite dinosaur, I find myself wondering if they actually know any other dinosaurs. But that's just me being a judgy bitch. Hmm. Yeah, because it's funny. I was at a like a thing, and there were like kids running around, and they were playing with a dinosaur, and one of them had this like really old dinosaur toy, and I knew it was an old toy because it was a T-Rex, and it was standing on its legs as T-Rexes are known to do, and its tail, when you had it stood up on its legs, its tail would drag on the ground. And I was like, well, that's how you know that that toy is older than like 1990, because in before 1990-ish, yeah, I think before 1990, we believe the T-Rex dragged its tail on the ground when it walked. We now know that's false, and it actually kind of used it as a more of a counterbalance. I see now someone just joined and they're listening to me rant about dinosaurs. I was just talking to myself about dinosaurs for a while because why not? But I mean, hey, if you want to listen to me talk about dinosaurs, and yeah, so that's how I knew it. Yeah, that's what I thought. And, uh, yeah, T Rexes, large olfactory, like the largest we've ever seen. Um, really good smellers, and forward-facing eyes. Probably like the size of like grapefruits or something like that. And so they'd look at you. I mean, they're predators, so like that whole well, so actually in the movie Jurassic Park, it's like he can't see you if you don't move. But in the book, it's explained that that's, while true that the T-Rex couldn't see you if you don't move, it wasn't because he was a T-Rex, it was because of the frog DNA that was mixed together to make the T-Rex. And then you know what's funny? No one answers that the Pachycephalosaurus is their favorite dinosaur, and I feel like that's a good dinosaur to have as your favorite dinosaur. I feel like it feels like that's a good dinosaur because it's got the thick head, you know, that like it would hit things with. You know, it's like the 4-inch skull. You know, the one that looks like a balding guy, like me, but you know, it's like bald, got spikes along the head. Kind of looks like Darth Maul, if that helps. Yeah, no one's ever said Pachycephalosaurus. I've heard an Ankylosaurus, and that's a pretty good, like, the Ankylosaurus. Good thing. By far, I was asked this question once, and I will stand by this to my deathbed. The best dinosaur to have in a medieval society for, like, you know, sieges or just like whatever. The answer is an Ankylosaurus because it's armored, it's got a battering ram built into its tail, and most importantly, it eats grass. It doesn't eat meat, which means you don't have to worry about it eating your troops. Because like people were like, oh, but what about the T-Rex? T-Rex, first of all, fleshy. Okay, so a couple spears. Like we used to hunt mammoths as a species, so a couple spears, like really long spears, you're gonna kill a T-Rex eventually. Or like even bows. Like I know bowmen were pretty rare in medieval times, but like a couple, you know, arrows or a couple dozen arrows, some spears, dead T-Rex. Now you're out of a T-Rex. Also, it would eat your troops, your horses. because that would take a lot of meat. That would take a lot of meat to feed a T-Rex. I have no idea how much, but I feel like I could Google that. That feels like something I should Google, actually. How much would a T-Rex have to eat? I'm going to Google that now because I'm actually very curious. I know that carnivores as a whole can eat like 25% of their body weight per day, I want to say. A T-Rex eat per day. An adult T-Rex consumed approximately 110 to 140 kilograms, or approximately 240 to 300 pounds of meat per day. That's about, well, medieval times, that would be about 2 full-grown men. So that's per day, so, you know, a siege could last potentially months. And it's not, honestly, at that point, it becomes a matter of you'd have to take prisoners not to ransom them back, but just to keep the Rex fed. Again, terrible animal to have in the medieval times. With the Ankylosaurus, it's armored, so that solves the arrows. It's armored from the top, so when you actually lay siege to something, the arrows just and you know, it's got the battering ram on its foot, and it eats vegetables, plants. So just set it loose in a field. I mean, you still gotta like feed it, but theoretically easier to feed. Well, it would take in a lot of stuff, but like you have to feed your horses. So I mean, just, you know, probably eats about its same amount as what, 10 horses, you think? Maybe less? How much does a horse weigh? That's what we're doing. We're doing dinosaur math now. This has been turned into a dinosaur stream. ASMR is out the window. Dinosaurs. How much does a horse weigh? 420 kilograms. How much does an ankylo? 800 to 8,000 kilograms. So anywhere from 10 to 20 times as much. So that's 10 to 20 horses that instead of feeding them, you're feeding an ankylosaurus. So that feels like a pretty good trade-off. I feel like a single army would have more than, yeah, good trade-off. Someone did answer the stegosaurus once, because the plates, if you were managed to kind of like sit properly, would kind of like protect you. But the plates are right along the spine, right? And I feel like they only have one row of spikes. It's not like they have parallel plates. They're not spikes, they're plates. Sorry, my bad. And so it's not like you can sit between them. You're sitting in between them, like they'd be in front and behind you, but you're not sitting in between them with them in your left and your right. So you're not really protected that way. It's still got a big fleshy part. So again, spears and arrows. It does solve the issue of the, you know, keeping it fed. But there is still, yeah, it's weakness. And I mean, the Thagomizer, yeah, I mean, it would be good, but I don't know. I feel like a full-blown, like, Ankylosaurus mallet tail would be better. Oh, well. Okay, I should actually try to do some ASMR. I should whisper. I'm really bad at this. This is a test stream, by the way. I know that you're probably disappointed. Oh, so disappointed in me, and I apologize for that. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I will try to be ASMR-like. I might have some, like, tapping, but I don't know if you can hear that. And I'm whispering now, but at this point I am half an hour in. And so if you are watching this post live stream, I apologize because the first half hour is literally just me talking and not really quietly. So I apologize for that. What else? Yeah. Honestly, I should have been whispering the entire time. Because it's an ASMR stream, man. What are you doing? Jeez. I don't know. Can you hear that? Yeah. What else? Summer's coming. That's very nice. I'm very excited for summer. For us at least, it was very mild winter. Like annoyingly mild because we got very little snow, which meant that winter activities, things that Canada is known for, were rare. Like we didn't do anything, which sucked. But for summer, I mean, it's already getting pretty warm out this way. So I'm hoping the lakes warm up and we can get out there. I've already got plans for several pool parties, which is awesome. Love that. Yeah, I want summer to be here. The winter was disappointing, so now I'm itching for summer. If winter was like actually good, I might have been like, oh no, winter, that sucks, this is the worst, what have I done, blah blah blah. But it's like at this point I'm glad to see it go, because nothing happened. We got it, so it was, if I remember correctly, it was a La Nina this year, which means it should have been cold, but we got hit by the Pineapple Express, which is fun fact if you don't know what that is, because I had to look it up when I first heard about it because I didn't know what that is. It's a meteorological event where warm air from like the equator, like near Hawaii, kind of comes up and hits the west coast of Canada, and it just warms everything up. So it turns out Pineapple Express beats La Nina. And then I guess, I don't know if next year is El Nino or what, but yeah. What else? I'm also trying out this webcam for the first time. I've had it for a while. A while. I think I bought it last month or a month or two ago. Either way. So I'm trying it out. I thought about maybe making it like my usual recording camera, except for the fact that I'm not really liking how grainy it looks. Like I'm kind of looking at myself, right? But the picture does look a little grainy, which I don't know if there's a way for me to fix that. But either way, I think I'm just gonna continue using my own camera for that, or my regular camera, the one I use for filming my regular videos, because it doesn't seem as grainy. I don't know. Does that look grainy to you guys? Either way, but yeah. problem is I'm getting hit with like, not writer's block, but like a creative block. I've had it for a while now. I just can't seem to come up with anything really. Yeah, because like even in other stuff, I've just got like no creative things. Like I run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, like I'm a DM, and I have just straight up got a block that like, it's been like over a month since me and my players have met, and we only meet once a month because, you know, life. But like I've been trying to kind of like come up with any plans for my party, for like the next session, obviously, but like the next session, I've got like nothing planned at all at this point. I think at this point I just need to focus. Like I just pick one of them at random and play out their character's backstory and character arc and everything like that, and then move on to the next. I've been kind of doing it open-ended, and I feel like if anything that's slowing me down, so I feel like by just going with it, that might be the plan. Yeah. But I digress. I will be trying a Twitch stream at some point. But I have got more or less my Twitch sorted out so that like everything is ready when I do. So I'll like post a link or something so that if people want to watch that, they can. Don't do it if you don't want to. It's not for everybody. Like this, like live streams are for everybody. That's fine. Yeah. But other than that, it's just been a lot of talking, and I apologize. Again, I am so sorry. I doubt anyone's gonna make it this far into the video to hear me apologize, but I want to apologize just because I didn't really do anything ASMR, and since I am an ASMR channel, I should really do that. So if I do this again, which, I mean, I hope I do because I'm actually kind of enjoying it. If I do this again, I'm going to probably actually have a plan. I'll bring like brushes or like something. I have a book here. I can flip through the pages or like tap on it. So I've got options. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it though, just because it is. I mean, we've been doing this for 38 minutes, 39 minutes at this point.